Hi there, it's Katy Takaoka here with episode number 3 of Social Media Spring Clean. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some ways that you can declutter your Facebook newsfeed. In the first episode, we talked about how to declutter your Facebook groups. And then in episode 2, we talked about your Facebook pages and also, of course, debunk the myth that liking a page for your friend, not liking a page for your friend does not make you a crappy friend. You're actually doing your friend a disservice if you like their page when you're not actually going to engage with it. So for episode 3, we're actually going to talk about managing your Facebook friends and ways that you can declutter your newsfeed so that you're only seeing the things that you really want to see on Facebook at any given time. So to do that, we're first going to navigate over to our Facebook friends page on our personal profiles. So when you're on your personal profile, you've got that bar across the top, the navigation bar here with different options. So you're going to go over to your friends. And when you look at this friends list, you'll see that the button has different symbols attached. So for example, Cheryl here has a star. I've designated her as what Facebook would call a close friend. The check mark here with Jillian is just a friend. And then some of these here have little almost like business cards or like Rolodex cards. These are people who you have designated as acquaintances on Facebook. So perhaps people that you don't know quite as well or just in passing, right? What I have done for myself is anyone who I know through business. So they're fellow entrepreneurs, perhaps we're part of some networking groups together, we've done business together, they're clients, that sort of thing. I designate them as acquaintances because there are certain things that I want to share on Facebook that really are just for my friends and my family, and my business connections don't necessarily need to see those things, right? So the way that you designate a friend, if you already have connected with them, you would hover over the word friends and you see this drop-down box appears. So your options with Facebook are close friends, acquaintances, or add to another list, which I will get to in a moment as well. And if you were to hover over someone who's an acquaintance, same sort of thing, you'll see that acquaintance box is checked off. If you wanted to make them, a friend, you would just uncheck that box and you'll see the symbol changes. So that's how you designate someone who is already a friend. If you see over here, I've got some friend requests. So we're going to go take a look at those. And so for example, Joyce is a client, so I'm going to confirm her request. Then you see right away this little box here has the check mark. Because she's a client, I'm going to designate her an acquaintance here on Facebook. Now, another way that you can accept friend requests is, of course, from this menu right here. You're going to see them. So Marianne, I apologize, Marianne, I don't recall if we've met in person, but it's clear that we have some mutual friends in common who I know through business. So that's probably why she has expressed interest in connecting with me. So again, I'm going to hit confirm. And similar thing here, you're going to see that drop down box and I'll be able to select acquaintances. So that is how you would do that. Now, I did mention that you can also create some custom lists or groups or whatever you want to call them. So I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to head on over to friends. So for example, Pat is my business coach. I'm part of her Mighty Mavericks program. So I could create a list that is specifically for my friends and colleagues who are also in the Mighty Mavericks program, so I can keep abreast of what they're doing on Facebook. So I would click add to another list. And we're going to scroll down here because it's a bit of a long list that I've created. So we'll scroll down. And I don't have anything here for Mighty Mavericks, but I can create a new list. So here we go. I've created a Mighty Mavericks list for her. And we can scroll down again and we see that it did take. All right, so then I would go through and look for anyone else who's in the Mighty Mavericks. For example, my accountability buddy, Angela, I'm going to add her to that list. And it may require some scrolling down. It's going to be near the bottom because it's one of the newest lists we created. So again, I'm going to select Mighty Mavericks. She's also going to stay an acquaintance. But if I wanted to remove her from the acquaintances, so we can hit go back. And then she's going to be a friend, but also listed as a Mighty Maverick. So there's a couple of reasons why you would want to do this sort of thing on Facebook by categorizing the people you're connected with. The first thing is controlling who sees what when you're posting something on Facebook. So for example, right now, most of what I post is public, but sometimes there are things that I want to share that, you know, maybe my business colleagues, I don't necessarily need them to see those things. Maybe it's some photos from a family gathering or something like that. And in which case I would select friends except acquaintances. It's going to come up with a drop-down list. So right now I was excluding some people from a previous employer, but you know what, they can see this. I just don't want like business connections who I've designated as acquaintances to see things. So then I'm just going to hit Save Changes. And you're going to see right here, it changes who has the ability to see what I'm about to post. And then I would click Post. Now, the thing to remember with this is that Facebook always remembers your most recent privacy level for a post. So if the next thing you wanted to publish on Facebook was supposed to be public, you'd need to go in and just change it to public. So just keep that in mind. Now, the other reason that you would create these lists is so that if there's a specific group of people that you want to see content from and it's hard to find in the newsfeed, you can actually filter everyone else out so you only see content from those folks. So to do that, you're going to head over to your newsfeed, the main page on Facebook. On the left-hand side, now this may look a little different for you because this is based on a lot of your Facebook preferences already, but on the left-hand side, there should be a section called Explore. And if you hit See More, if you don't actually see it in the list, and scroll down a bit, you'll see something called Friends Lists. So click on that. And we just created one for the Mighty Mavericks. So if I want to see posts from the people who I've designated as part of my mastermind group, I would click on that, and it's going to take me to a custom newsfeed that is only showing posts from the people who I have added to that group. And I could also go here and add more people to that group. So for example, Donna, I could put in there, things like that. So there you go. That is how you can manage your newsfeed and make Facebook a lot less cluttered and a lot less frustrating sometimes to find what you're looking for. And of course, most importantly, much more fun and enjoyable because social media should be fun. I will be back in a few days with episode 4 of Social Media Spring Clean. And to see previous episodes, head on over to my website, www.hirekaty.com. I'll talk to you soon.